Minasan, welcome back for another round of Chainsaw Man. Last time, Denji and the gang were trying to decide who should slice up poor old Denji. Power screaming for the Nobel Peace Prize and blaming Denji for everything. And finding out a lot of rules regarding Aki's regarding double contracts and Aki's key move that could take away his life, according to Himeno. So Denji was sick and tired of everybody's antics and decided to go full chainsaw mode on the Haruhi devil as they try and break out of the Endless Eight floor. um, they're getting tired of being of watching the endless 8 episodes of Haruhi Suzumiya from the Haruhi devil. So, without further ado, let's get reading. Hey, there we go. Let's get reading. That's a good one. Chainsaw Man, Chapter 19, Nobel Prize by Tatsuki Fujimoto. The Haruhi devil bites into Chainsaw Man. He screamed out loud as the blades stopped rotating. In shock, Chainsaw Man screamed out, "What?" His blades retracted into his arms, and he analyzed them, wondering what the heck happened. "My chainsaw's retracted. I'm out of blood." "You lose, Kyon Dayuki. Chainsaw," the Haruhi devil screamed out. Suddenly, Chainsaw Man chomped into the Haruhi devil. "Oh!" the devil screamed out. And the Chainsaw Man swallowed the piece of devil flesh whole, and his chainsaws shot out. Ah, ah. the Wait. Oh, that's not Chainsaw Man screaming. So Chainsaw Man proceeded to slice into the Haruhi devil, and each voice screamed out, "Ah, ah," even questioning their scream. "Ah?" "Even blood as gross as sewer water," Chainsaw Man said, "would taste like strawberry jam if I drank it while seeing your face all twisted in pain." Yeah. The Haruhi devil screamed as its eyes bulged in different directions. Himeno stood in horror and shock, and she had a flashback. The devil hunters, that's the devil's fear, are the ones with a few screw loose, he said to Himeno as she stood with flowers in hand before a vast graveyard. "Sahara was too sane. That's why they died. Kinoichi was sane too. Subaru, sane. Sasaki, sane." He continued on as Himeno planted the flowers on the grave. "They end up afraid of the devil's attacks because they're sane. Are you sane?"
"No, I'm not sane."
"But that fear feeds the devil's power. How's that Aki kid you've been working with? He is right in his mind."
"No one would know. But the fire members, no one in their right mind would be out to kill the damn gun. We need that gun as a Republican body."
You joined public safety to kill the gun, didn't you? Are you off your rocker?"
"No, I'm not."
"Exactly, including you. Just about all devil hunters dream of killing that gun. They're honest, straightforward, simple, so the devils know exactly how to make them afraid. But the ones with a few screw loose, they're unpredictable. devils fear what they can't understand, too. He sipped into his alcohol.
Master, you drink too much. Don't you know how to you drink too much. Don't you know how prohibition works?
Yep, that's a sound reaction. Day to day adds up and eventually knocks your screws loose. That's called integrity. Absolute integrity.
If you visited your buddy's graves every month, your screws still you're still screwed on tight.
Himeno went silent. Oh, that was him saying that. If you're visiting your buddy's graves every month, your head's still screwed on tight. That's integrity. She looked down at the graves. No, I'm leaving. Aki's still small fry. Train him up. Make sure he understands the power of God.
I'll take my time.
You can't take your time. God does not have time to deal with these devils. Aki's collecting those pieces in earnest, ain't he? Sooner or later, he'll make it to the gun. What then? You gonna go NRA? Or you gonna go soft like a liberal?
No.
Then Himeno's flashback pushed forward a few years.
Aki, want a job hot to the civilian side, man?
Aki took a bite out of his food.
I got an offer, and it's pretty good pay. Civilian hunters don't have to fight strong devil hunters either.
Aki continued, ignoring her.
We don't have to hunt that dang gun, you know. We could grab lunch right here or wherever. Catch a movie after work after work once in a while. What's wrong with a life like that? I mean, we could be dating. We could have all kinds of good dating stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, man, Aki said, I'll go drinking with you as much as I want, but I will never go to the civilian sector, never again. I'm taking that almond tofu. Himeno lowered her head and then smiled.
Then give me a cigarette.
She took a cigarette and she lit it up.
If he fights the gun devil, Aki will get killed, guaranteed. Not because we aren't strong enough yet.
She took a huff from her cigarette.
Or because the devil's capable of killing hundreds of people in an instant. It's because Aki's cool and serious and kind and normal like everyone else. He's got integrity. But girl.
Now we cut to the present. Chainsaw Man continued to slice through the Harui devil. God, it hurts, it hurts. The Harui devil continued screaming in pain. And suddenly, Chainsaw Man got punched in the face. Gah! He landed right on a pool of blood. He was practically knocked out, his butt sticking up in the air. I did it! And suddenly, a mysterious ghost-like hand stretched out. It grabbed the ripcord and pulled on it, sending the chainsaws back in action. It was Himeno's ghost, with sweat on her brow, with all her strength. She reactivated the Chainsaw Man. I just had a eureka moment. Oh, Kion, Yuki. The Haruhi devil screamed out. You get cut up by men bleed. I drink your blood and cover. Oh yeah. I've accidentally completed a perpetual motion machine. That noble prize is mine. Chainsaw Devil continued on slicing through the Harui Devil, continuing to make it scream in pain and lots of pain as it was chopped into multiple pieces. Himeno, in horror, smiled at what she was seeing.
This guy's absolute bonkers. He might actually be able to kill that dang gun.
Oh, pain. Endless hate. Time travel. Esper. Himeno collapsed in exhaustion. Arai continued to shiver with the blanket over him. Okay, that's weird. Kobani stared out with drool in her mouth. And Himino lifted herself up and looked back at Aki.
Aki, are you still alive?
There was Aki in the bed. He looked up at Himino, recovering from his wound. How much, woman? How much time has passed?
It's been maybe 3 days.
She said, laying next to him, as Power laid face down on the bed.
Meowie.
Himino leaned over into Aki and wrapped her arms around him with the blanket over both of them.
Let's all go drinking together. It's over, so I'm gonna sleep a bit.
It's over. How, woman? Down the hallway, the hurried devil continued screaming in pain. This is my claw. I'm sorry, it's my heart. Please hurry up and kill me. It hurts. I can't take any more pain. Watch the endless hate. All 8 episodes. Kyo, Yuki, Esper. To which then the Chainsaw Man replied, What? It's over already? You wuss? But it felt great, like taking a dip in a pool. That's too bad. Alternative. I want it all. But I guess I'll just have to do what you want. Slice. And Chainsaw Man sliced the core and the heart in half. The heart, which contained a pair of mouths and a pair of eyes, smiled in happiness, knowing that it all came to an end. Chainsaw Man, Chapter 19, to be continued. Chainsaw Man, by Tatsuki Fujimoto, Chapter 20. Drinking. Oh, wait, is this... oh, no, is this the one... Oh, gosh, this is the one that grossed me out, didn't it? Oh, boy. All right. Oh, man. Okay. All right, everybody. It's gonna get graphic. The doors automatically opened. The doors automatically opened. Aki, Power, Imino, Arai, Kobeni, and Denji all stepped out, exhausted, tired, covered in blood, covered in wounds. They looked out at the real world with all the parked cars out across the parking lot and the street. Denji spoke. We made it out! Oh! We got a piece of the gun devil too. Denji said, holding a bull, the flesh bullet in between his 2 fingers. And it's sunny. Feels like I just took a dump. I like taking dumps. It's such a relief. It's like I'm floating. And Denji fell back and collapsed into Himino's arms.
I gotcha.
She caressed his head.
You fell asleep.
And Denji took one long, loud snore. Snore! And Himeno smiled.
Well, he did keep fighting that devil for days on end without sleeping. We'll take Aki and Denji to the hospital. You 2 go report this incident.
Arai and Kobeni just stood there in shock at how easy Himeno just treated the whole situation like it was nothing, despite the experience they all had. As the airplane flew over the city, Aki was crouched over a pile of devil, and he looked up at Himeno. A newbie welcoming party.
Yep. Division Force could ever all gotten together in one place. So let's eliminate all our latest problem while bonding as a team.
What problem, woman? Don't you see I'm busy?
Yeah, the thing is,
Himeno said.
Coben and I say they're gonna quit public safety. I guess it's with the Eternity Devil traumatized them. Pretty sure it's not just that they're scared of devils now. They're probably regretting how they tried to kill Denji too.
Himeno took a puff from her cigarette. To which Aki replied, "Didn't you try to kill him too, woman?"
Right? Kids these days will quit over something that small. Like, come on, let's live shamelessly.
Himeno said. Mm.
If it's over drinks, we can apologize and then be nice and quick.
Aki slowly pulled out a shard of bullet from the gun devil.
And persuade Coben and I to stay too.
Himeno continued. Aki had stared at the piece, and he replied, "Woman, you just want a drink, don't you? That's God's blessing, you know."
Uh-huh.
It's small, but I did find a piss, so we got something out of it. Aki pocketed the piece of the gun devil. He stood up and turned around to Himeno and said, "If we're going drinking, it has to be this week. We got church on Saturday."
Huh? Why?
If I'm going drinking, I'm gonna drink with Miss Makima. She's hot, you know, woman. And she's going to Kyoto on a work trip next week. Apparently, she's there to request assistance since then she got targeted by a devil. So if we're drinking, we should do it this week. And we could all bless the whole world.
Oh, I gotcha.
Himeno was very silent.
So honestly, what do you think that she is?
Aki was very quiet.
It sounded like the devil knew what that was. I never seen anything like this chainsaw form either. It must be some new kind of devil. Maybe a blessed angel, like one of those weird-eyed ones with the multi-wings. And the biggest mystery is why Makima cares so much about him. Aren't you curious?
No, not really.
She normally travels all over, but she's been hanging around Tokyo lately. That's because Denji's here, right? Could be because she knows Denji's secret?
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe she's in love. Shall we get her drunk and try to get her out of here?
Sure. And everyone screamed cheers, kanpai, clanking their beer steins together, and the beer floating all over the place. Everybody was together, sitting around with a buffet of wow, that's pretty well drawn. Buffet of food and beer all around. Aki spoke to one of the one of the team members. "That's good. That's my first time drinking in half a year. I try to stay sober from God's blessed drink, but you know you gotta drink it sometimes." Same here. I've done a little at home. Power reached out across the table, screaming,
"The sashimi's all mine."
Kobe, sit over here." Denji took the plate of gyoza and hid it from everybody. "What is this? It looks tasty." Kobeni arrived and looked for a place to sit.
"Sorry, I got lost." Ah. Makima said she'll be late.
Himeno said after drinking beer. Arai took his seat. Kobeni picked up a gyoza from her plate.
"I've never eaten food this delicious before." Well,
the unnamed woman spoke.
"You do contribute most of your money to your family. Eat up, okay?"
This guy with the glasses. Let's see. 3 power fats and the shiratama dumpling tray, 3 of those. And Power shielding her plate of food.
"Hands off, Dave. The fried chicken is all mine. I'm having Colonel Sanders here."
Aki spoke. Fushi, you didn't bring your friend, did you? Which Fushi replied. Hmm. Oh man. Okay, let me give him a voice. What would I give him? Hey, Shy Guy. Ohayou gozaimasu. Irashaimase. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show over on the kick side. How you doing? You just got in? I get so focused at it. Nice. We're here with the chainsaw man trying to figure out what voice to give Fushi here. We're getting close to the infamous shot that. Let's see. What do I want to give Fushi? Drives me nuts that they don't give these guys their names, man. Until this happens. Man, what voice haven't I done yet? Let's see. Oh, now I remember. I was supposed to give him. Okay, I didn't give him the voice he was supposed to give. Jeez, let's see. There we go. Okay, let me try the Aussie voice here. Can't bring him here, mate. Too scared. There we go. All right, we'll do Aussie for Fushi. Your fiend seems intelligent. That's nice, mate. Oh, I don't know this guy. You're young, so order more. Eat.
Oh, darn it. I can't read most of this.
Denji said.
Oh.
And he watched Himeno drinking down her beer. He leaned close, shielding his mouth from anyone to see, and he whispered,
"Hey, about my kiss." Huh?
Himeno leaned back.
I'm too shy to do it sober. I'll kiss you when I'm drunker.
Himeno smiled gleefully, and Denji smiled too.
I'll make it an intense one for you. So, forgive the team for trying to kill you, McGee. Oh, jeez. I totally forgive you. Totally. Now give me this kiss you owe me.
Hey, this is your welcome party, newbies. Stand up and introduce yourselves. State your name, age, and what devil you have a contract with. The mop top guy said. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much, Shy Guy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all that. Okay. Right here. Don't say the devil you're contracted with in a public place. There are plenty of police out there that'll crucify you for that, boy. You should only reveal your hand to trustworthy people like me. You're always so stiff. Meanwhile, Himeno's slapping Denji on the shoulder.
He'll be fine. It'll all be fine. Excuse me, one draft beer and then edamame. And another beer here too.
The strange woman said.
I want to know their hobbies. Hobbies tell you a lot about person.
Let's see.
I'm Denji. I think I'm 16 years old. Maybe I'm 17, probably 14. I don't know what age is or what years old mean. It's just something everyone says. And my hobbies are eating and sleeping. Oh, you're 16. Oh God, that sounds so young. What?
Kobeni covered her mouth and freaked out.
What? You haven't had any alcohol, right? I got tea. Hey, that's the same double hire sir has a contract with.
Oh, sorry. I skipped the whole panel. Let's do that again. I'm Hirokazu Hara. No, sorry. I am Hirokazu Karai. I'm 22 years old. I'm contracted with a box devil. My hobby is haiku. To which Denji replied,
Hey, that's the same devil hire sir has a contract with.
Aki explained, the fox devil is friendly with humans. A lot of devil hunters have contracts with it. They are God's blessed creatures after all.
But only hot people can use its head, because the fox devil is a sucker for looks. Like God's head.
Kobeni then stood up and introduced herself.
I'm Kobeni Higashima. Higashiyama. I'm 20. Why? My doll is a secret, and my hobby is eating tasty things. Isn't her dress cute?
Yeah, it's cute. Oh, Russian. There we go.
This is my big sister's hand-me-down, because we're poor. Kobeni is one of 9 sisters. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? It's really amazing. 9 sisters. Huh. Hey, Bushy, where's your newbie?
Well, unfortunately, they died yesterday.
Oh, rest in peace, good Lord. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, the good Lord. Good Lord, rest in peace. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, let them all rest in peace.
Oh, woman, you're already drunk, Aki said as Himeno continued screaming random prayers to the dead. Kobeni just stood in quiet. Arai realized, what was that? The new recruits died that easily. Yeah, devils the civilian hunters couldn't handle get past this public safety.
People drop like flies. None of the people who start at the same time as me are with public safety anymore either. I think they're cowards. They're totally cowards. Most definitely cowards. But Denji won't die, because he wants to kiss me.
Himeno said, hugging him.
Yes, ma'am.
Denji said with a smile. When Himeno's drunk, she starts kissing everyone. Besides, you new recruits, everyone here has gotten kissed by Himeno. She's that type of woman, and there's no escaping her when she kisses you.
Oh!
Denji soon realized what was going to happen.
My kiss is in the bag.
He stared at Himeno's lips. He started making puckering faces. And he he stared out in the frozen state.
Today, I'm gonna get my first kiss.
To which suddenly, Makima leaned close to him and smiled.
A kiss? Huh?
And he just stood in shock with his mouth agaped. As Makima began to take off her coat, and she looked out at the waitress.
Excuse me, 1 draft beer, please.
Oh, wait.
1 draft beer, please.
Sit here, Miss Makima, and grace us with your angelic presence.
Oh, it's the first time I've seen her in the flesh. So that's what she looks like. She's got nice hair. She definitely got nice hair. Makima!
Himeno screamed out, holding the beer out.
Denji, are you gonna go kiss someone?
Hell no. To which Himeno said,
Huh? Denji, you're not gonna kiss me, huh?
hell yeah. Such a simple mind. He is of a simple mind. To be continued. Chainsaw Man, Chapter 20, by Tatsuki Fujimoto. Okay. That was a good finish to the Harui Devil. We're getting to know people, but I put that in quotation marks because the only person that we got named was Fushi. All the others we didn't get their names, and this is a major issue I have with Chainsaw Man because we're not getting these characters' names, even if they're cannon fodder. You got them talking and conversing, and we need to know their names. Not knowing their names is very annoying. Even if it's just first name like Fushi, and it's not very good. It's not very good writing. I mean, it's easy to argue that this is still the early stages of Chainsaw Man, and he would get better along the way. But when you're writing and you're gonna have characters talking, you gotta give them a name. And if you don't name the characters, it's gonna throw people off because they're not gonna know who's talking, especially when it comes to speech bubbles. Because if you have characters talking off panel, you're not gonna know who's really talking because you don't have their names and everything. If that makes any sense. So while this was a nice scene, having them together eating and getting to know each other, and we get some backstory, or at least a little backstory. We're not even getting backstory from everybody, quite honestly. Only from more principal characters like Arai and Kobeni. But like characters like Fushi and the other unnamed characters, it's just I don't know. Honestly, that's a very bad write up. It's a very, very, very bad write up, and that's not very good when you don't name your characters. If you're gonna have them conversing with other characters, it's very, very important, and needs to be as organic as possible. There's not much really to show in terms of art. It's just a nice, lovely looking food scene. But what really is a cool bunch of art is once again Chainsaw Man fighting everybody. Let me show you here. Fighting the Harui Devil. It's pretty good. Well, this one's a little bit crowded here, just a bit crowded. But if we go to here, here we go. Let's see. Is it this one? One more. Sorry. What? There we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got a little bit more going here, and we get to see this mysterious punch. At first, I thought that was the. At first, I thought that was the devil that did it, but this was more of a human hand here, and that's because it was this. I don't know why that punch was thrown from Himeno, just to pull the ripcord. It's kind of weird narratively to do that, but they confirmed in this fight that Denji needs blood, or else his claws, his blades would retract, which is what happened over here at the start. As you can see, nice detail of the scars. I guess they're temporary scars or something, but that's a nice detail regarding getting Denji's chainsaw blades retracted. And once again, nice detail of creatures getting biting down into it. Like you can really see the defined faces, ears, mouths, teeth, eyes. It's pretty crazy, all things considered. But The fight was pretty good. Finished off a little bit of a assist from Himino, and Himino begins to finally understand. We get more of her backstory. We get more of her backstory and how she views agents getting killed off, other devil hunters getting killed off. And again, we get a nameless guy. I know what his name is, but I'm just calling him Nameless Guy. But once again, characters are being introduced with no names, and he's talking to Himino about, just how it takes, how sanity, ends up getting guys killed because they're trying to use logic and everything. But the point he was trying to make is that if you kill, if you're insane, you could be able to do insane stuff, and you could be able to defeat the devils because the devils feed off on fear. So sane people, sane wise, would be afraid, but an insane person would not be afraid. And that's one of the fears that she has regarding Aki, that he might end up getting killed off, and she don't want to bury him. Like, she's still carrying that on her shoulders, if Aki's not careful. So we got a whole bunch of that backstory, which was pretty good. Really gives us good insight to Himino, and we see her helping out as Denji wants that Nobel Prize, which it's a callback to Power, but it went nowhere story wise, narrative wise. It went nowhere, which is very weird. But nevertheless, Denji's plan to just constantly keep attacking, because the blood that he's drinking from the devils keeping him going in loop. And let me tell you something. This is actually a pretty nice shot here. This is a pretty nice shot here. Where he's saying he's accidentally completed a perpetual motion machine. Just look at the details on these eyes. His eyes up here are bulging. You can see the teeth on this one. It's pretty gruesome, quite honestly. And you could really see the blades piercing through. Like, Tatsuki's really looks like he was influenced by Berserk, that style of art from Berserk and so on. So it's really showing for the most part. But nevertheless, Denji's plan worked. It lasted 3 days, which was crazy. And all everybody could do was just wait 3 days, which, surprisingly enough, none of them died from starvation after 3 days. I'm kind of curious as to how in the world they managed that without dying. But ultimately, in the end, the Harui Devil, I call him the Harui Devil. I mean, when you call an area Endless 8, make me remember the Endless 8 episodes. That's gonna happen. But nevertheless, he got the win. He got the win, and man, what a detailed shot on this one here. Right here on the left, this left panel, the final panel. Like, you really see Chainsaw Man flexing muscle and everything as he sliced the creature up and effectively winning the battle. Like, my gosh, it just gave up. It's like, enough. Here's the heart, kill me. I'm tired of all this. So that's pretty hilarious way to end it. It's a quirky sense of humor, no doubt. No doubt in my mind. That's a nice quirky sense of humor. But ultimately, other than naming the characters and keeping characters nameless, more world building, more character backstory. We got more rules regarding Chainsaw Man can drink the blood of demons and get powered up as well. And we got to the backstory of a few characters named, and thankfully it's not that panel yet. I think that's going to happen on the next set, the next set of chapters, and I'm not ready for it. I wasn't ready for it when I saw it when I read it in Japanese, and I'm most definitely not ready for it in English. Oh man, that's gonna be that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun trying to describe it and voice it. But yeah, because these characters went unnamed, it's very hard to slap a voice to them. So yeah, it's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. So this is, I would say this chapter 20 was definitely a weak chapter. Was definitely a very weak chapter. I know it's a cool down, but it's only weak on it's the weakest so far because we need names. We need names if we're gonna connect with these characters, even if they're just brief or wherever, whatever the situation is. You just can't introduce characters and not give them names, hands down. And so chapter 20 is not good. Chapter 19 was a great finish to the fight. Chapter 20, despite being a downtime, didn't, and it did a great job with its downtime, but it just forgot the one crucial element, and that's pretty much it. So there we go. That was Chainsaw Man. Thank you all for joining me. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, follow. You know you want to. And if you're interested, you could join me over on my Patreon. If you're interested in the support. And also, for those of you who might be interested in more writing, you could join me every Thursday at 10 o'clock p.m. on my Twitch and Kick live multi-stream, where I'm rewriting Trucker no Boken. I'm currently on chapter 2, rewriting it for my post on Shisetsu. If you want to see the process, if you want to join in on the process, watching the rewrites for in these coming weeks. I know I'm over here, but no doubt it's a multi-stream exclusive on Twitch and Kick. You could go to the links below if you're interested in checking it out on Thursday at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And get an idea of writing, whatever you want to get take out of it, or just want to enjoy seeing Trucker no Boken reading the story ahead of time before it gets posted up later down the line back on Shisetsu. But if you're interested in reading Trucker no Boken, its current draft, you can head on over to shisetsu.com. It's in English and Japanese, the early drafts. You can find that in the links down below. That's a whole lot of links going on here. That's a whole lot of stuff, but that's the beauty of the writing channel. It's all about the stories. And if you love the stories, you could go over to barnesandnoble.com and amazon.com and grab yourself a copy of The Impossible Man, written by me. If you're interested in having a nice fantasy comedy to read and enjoy the adventures of the Impossible Man as he avoids trying to stay out of trouble. Don't worry, I'll get this whole advertising thing down pat. So, thank you all for joining me, and until the next set of chapters, I wish you all a good night, buenas noches, and oyasumi nasai.